Fred.
Fred, great. Good to
Okay,
meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You got 5 laps in the Italia with me. Should be nice and fun for you. I got a couple questions before we get rolling. First one is, you've driven a car with paddle shifters before.
Yes.
You have? So you're familiar with that?
Yeah, here the to up and here to down, no?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I drove an BMW M3.
I'll have the same shifters, yep.
Yeah.
Or
No,
just-
it's here. It's
it's
the manual. Well,
okay.
But it's real fast, maybe
Yeah.
160 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On a big open stretch of road.
Yes,
Yeah.
in highway in Brazil.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's cool. So this will be a little different. Now you get to carry speed in turns.
Mhm.
So we get to learn how to balance it.
And I drove a motorcycle in Interlagos, Tottenham.
Oh, okay. That's actually a very good experience for this. You know how on the motorcycle you don't just hit the throttle, you roll into it nice and smooth?
Yeah.
It's going to be the same thing in this car. We're going to, when we accelerate, we're just going to roll into the throttle nice and smooth.
Okay.
So whenever we accelerate, that's what I want you to do, just nice and smooth. You'll roll right into it. And you'll realize once we're out on track and you start doing this, there's certain parts of the track you can do that quicker than others as well.
Okay.
So you get a feel for that once we get out there. Okay.
Okay.
Of course, if I need you to go full throttle and you're not already there, I'm going to tell you that. It means just roll it all the way to the floor. Now, braking, I'm going to tell you to do 2 ways as well. If I simply tell you to brake, I want you to treat it kind of like somebody cut you off in traffic. You feel it a little bit, but nothing too crazy.
Okay.
Now, if I tell you to brake hard, you're going to get on the brakes hard and firm and steady, and you're going to hold it. If you're doing it right, I'm actually going to tell you to get off the brake at a certain point, and we'll use the balance of the car to get through the next section.
Okay.
Okay? Sound good? You excited?
Yeah. Yes. I love cars. Yeah. It's
Right
very
on.
good. Yeah.
So if you got your foot on the brake, go ahead and click the upshift 1 time for me. Okay. Now when you give it a little gas, you're going to feel the computer engage the clutch, and we'll unwind the steering wheel and we'll pull around this way. Okay. Just follow this down this way. Go ahead and shift 1 time. Just going to head down towards those orange cones all the way down. And keep your arm down, it'll be easier to drive. We'll just take it easy as we're cruising through here.
Left or right?
We're going to be on the right here. We're going to go up this side here. Yep, it's clear. We're just going to follow this out nice and easy here. We'll just take it nice and easy. You're kind of feeling the car. It's very responsive to every little thing you do. This car likes to go fast already. You don't have to force anything. You just guide it. Okay. And you can tell it's going to get pretty loud in here. I'm going to start yelling so you can hear me.
Can I feel in the brake?
Yeah. That's very solid. You'll see a red, slow down. You got a red and white curb here on the right. I want you to hug really close to this curb to feel the edge of the car. Get the idea where it is. Okay, perfect, right there. We're going to do the same thing on the left side as we come up here. And we're going to slow it down. We're going to stop right here. Yep.
Stop here?
Yep, downshift. Yep, we're going to stop right here. We got to wait for these cars. We don't want to pull out in front of them. Stop. Yep. We're going to let them go by here. And then we're going to pull out onto the track. We'll just wait for him to get by. Okay, now go ahead and accelerate out onto the track. Accelerate. Just accelerate. Shift. All the way to the left side. Shift again. Okay, we'll stay all the way on the left here. You're going to brake a little bit here, then make a straight line out of these green cones. Wait for me on the shifts, okay? We're going to go straight out here this way. We're going to brake harder here. We're going to come all the way out to this edge here, then dive down to the bottom. Bring it all the way to the bottom here. Now accelerate out. Accelerate out. Shift. All the way to the left. Shift. Wait for me on the shifts, okay?
Okay.
You're trying to shift too much. It'll be a lot easier.
Okay.
Brake hard. Brake hard. It's a very tight turn. You're going to keep it tight in here to the right. Keep it tight to the right as you accelerate out. Accelerate all the way down. Accelerate. Full throttle. Shift. All the way to the left. There we go. Now brake hard here. Brake hard. Harder. Downshift. You got to brake harder, and when we get up to speed, bring it in tight here. Hug it in tight. Now accelerate out to the left. Accelerate to the left. Now brake. Now off the brake, turn in as straight as you can through this. Accelerate. 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 Shift. All the way to the left, full throttle. Now brake hard. Brake really hard. Harder, 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 harder. Way harder. You see? See, now we got to get downshifts in there. Until you brake hard enough, I can't downshift. Go down. One more. Now bring it in nice and tight. Hug it in nice and tight. Now accelerate out. All the way to the left. Accelerate. Upshift. All the way to the left. Keep it going, keep it going. You're gonna brake a little, straight line out here. You're gonna brake hard here, brake hard, downshift, let it come all the way out to the cone. Now dive down to the bottom, all the way to the inside here, all the way to the inside. Don't do that. Accelerate out.
Okay.
Trust me. Just accelerate out. Now brake hard here, downshift one time. Now wait for the cone and then bring it in tight. Hug it in tight, tight, tight. Now accelerate out, full throttle, shift all the way to the left. And shift all the way to the left. Now brake hard, 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 downshift. One more. Now bring it in tight. Hug it all the way in here nice and tight. Accelerate out to the left. Accelerate, shift. Now brake hard, off the brake, turn in, accelerate, straight through. Accelerate, shift, all the way to the left. Now shift, all the way to the left. Keep your foot in it. Brake hard, brake hard, brake hard. Brake harder. You gotta brake way harder back at the beginning of that.
Okay, use more brake.
More brake.
Okay.
Brake hard. When I say harder, I want more brake, okay? Bring it in tight here, hug it in, accelerate through. Accelerate all the way to the left, leave it in this gear. All the way to the left. Now brake, brake. Don't shift until I tell you. Brake hard. Brake way harder, downshift. One more, all the way out to the cone. If you get this line right, second gear is plenty. Accelerate out, accelerate. Full throttle, all the way to the left. Shift. There we go. Now brake hard here, brake hard, downshift. There we go. One more. Bring it in tight, tight, tight. Hug it in. Accelerate out. Accelerate. Shift. And shift. All the way to the left. Now brake hard, 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 hard. Downshift. There you go. One more. Bring it in tight. Hug it in tight. Accelerate out to the left. Now brake. Downshift. Turn in. Accelerate straight through. Full throttle. Shift. All the way to the left. Full throttle. Keep it going. There we go. Now brake hard, harder. There you go. Downshift. One more. One more downshift. Yeah. Turn in. Accelerate out to the left. Stay all the way to the left. Now brake. Wait for it. Twist it in tight. Hug it in tight. Now accelerate out. Full throttle. Full throttle. Shift. All the way to the left. You see how quick that is through there? Now brake. Brake hard, downshift. One more. All the way out to the cone here. Now dive all the way to the inside. Bring it to the inside. Now unwind and accelerate. Accelerate, full throttle. There you go, shift. See how fast that is? Now brake hard, downshift. One more. You're getting too many shifts in there. Just one at a time, okay? Bring it in tight. Accelerate out, full throttle. Shift. All the way to the left side, and shift. Keep your foot in it. Now brake hard. Downshift, harder. So you gotta brake way harder there. Bring it in tight. Accelerate out to the left. Accelerate. Now brake. Now off the brake. Turn in as straight as you can. Accelerate through. Accelerate. Full throttle. Shift. All the way to the left. Full throttle. There we go. Now brake hard. Hard. You gotta brake way harder there. Downshift. Bring it in tight. Accelerate out to the left. Now brake. Bring it in tight. Accelerate out. All the way to the left. Just keep your foot in it. Brake. Straight out. Brake harder. Downshift. All the way out to the cone. There you go. Bring it in nice and tight. Hug it all the way in here. Now accelerate out. Accelerate. Full throttle. All the way to the left. Now brake hard. Downshift. One more. Brake harder. So you're turning it early, you gotta wait for the turn in there. Accelerate out, full throttle, shift, all the way to the left, shift again, there we go. Now brake hard, harder, downshift, bring it in tight, hug it all the way in, accelerate out to the left, shift, now brake hard, bring it in tight, straight through, accelerate through, full throttle, all the way to the left, shift, all the way to the left. Now brake hard, harder. Downshift. There you go. Bring it in nice and smooth. Hug it in. Accelerate out to the left. Now brake. Wait for it. Bring it in tight. Hug it in tight. Accelerate. Accelerate all the way to the left. Just leave it. There we go. Now brake. Straight through here. You're gonna brake harder. Downshift again. Let it come all the way out to the cone here. Now dive all the way into the bottom. Bring it all the way in. Now unwind. Accelerate out. Accelerate full throttle. Shift. All the way to the left. left, keep your foot in it. Now brake hard, one time. Downshift, wait for it, now bring it in tight. Tight, all the way in, hug it in. Now accelerate out, unwind, full throttle. Shift, there you go. Shift all the way to the left. Now brake hard, hard, downshift, one more. Bring it in nice and tight, hug it all the way in here to the right. Now accelerate out to the left. Shift, now brake. Off the brake. Now this time we're going to take it easy through here, stay to the left. We're going to head back to the paddock. So you got an idea? Pretty fun car?
Whoa, oh my God. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah, you got more cars to jump in?
No.
No, just the one? Oh. I was going to say, you're starting to get it good there. Getting your rhythm going at the end here. Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't know, they did go straight across by the black one over here. Just pull right up here, the white line.
How much is this car here in the United States?
In the United States, this one's, I'm trying to remember the exact cost. I want to say it's, the base price is like $285, and then depending
$285.
And then whatever options you get, it'll go up to about $300.
$300. In Brazil, maybe this car, in dollars, I think, 700. Look, sorry.
Yeah, both paddles together. Yeah, it gives you neutral. And then turn the wheel to the left for me.
700.
Because the import taxes are, that's why.
It's very
high. It's like 100% tax.
Probably more.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Very good.
You're welcome.
What do you think? Is good or?